Davinci, Frame by Davinci. Welcome back to my channel. And then today's episode, I have something game changing when it comes to retouching your images. If you're anything like me, you do a lot of portraiture, fashion, a lot of these images require a lot of editing. And some of my editing I still outsource depending on the project. But Luminar done gave me a beta version of their new retouching software, Aperty, and I want to show you guys the power of this. Now, yes, there's a lot of AI software out there that is geared to retouching and finishing images, but let's try this Aperty out. For me, it's a game changer, and I think it will be for you. Let's get into the video. Okay, so I have some images already dialed in here within the Aperty app, and I kind of want to just go through kind of the stuff that I would use in the app. So when you get this app, it'll look like this, and this is just raw images that we have in here right now, right? So if I go in, you can see this is just raw. I haven't touched anything with the white balance. This was a shoot that I had in, I feel like Crandon Beach with model Alexandra, man. You probably seen her on my channel before. I'll put a link right here for when we did a shoot in Miami Design District. But this developed model is just like me being in Lightroom, right? You got your temperatures, your tint, your exposure, contrast, highlights. These are all things I do to color correct within Lightroom anyway. So I probably I'm looking at my exposure. You know, actually what I'm going to do before I even get into the workflow, my workflow in Lightroom is I usually start working with blemish removal tools. Anything that like get rid of scars, marks, acne, any of that. I usually start there when it comes to doing any of my retouching. So let's start there. And I'm going to go right over here to the, if you see this little retouch button, I'm going to go right into the retouch button. And these is really just sliders, right? So let me zoom in so we can look at the face. So you can see it's a little acne here, a couple things. So I'm just going to use this blemish removal tool, and I'm going to just slide that ever so lightly. Let's put that to like 60%. And let's see what that does. And then look at that. Just cleaned up all of this stuff right here. Like, let me use the slider so you can see the before. So if you can see all of this right in here, and just with that quick little 60% slider, look at this. Just took everything out. And I didn't lose any of the texture in the skin. Now I'm going to bump that up to about, I'm going to just put it to like 75%, right? Still got my details at 50%, and look at that. That's perfect. Touch that skin right on up from that to that, right? So then I'm going to go into the skin smoothing. Let's smooth that skin out a little bit. I'm going to just put that at, let's say, 29%. And look at that, man. I didn't lose any texture. See if you can get in there and see. I still have the skin texture. And then actually, I could still see some blemishes here on the neck. So let me bump that blemish up to about an 85. See if we can get rid of some of these blemishes on the neck. Okay. So I guess I gotta go 90 to get it all, right? Boom. And look at that. Perfect. It's perfect. It's doing what I needed to do. Now right here you got face skin color correction. We were outside, so this is lit pretty well. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do any face brightening. Now I see a shine removal there's a little shine here on the nose, but let me just see. Let me just play around with it and see what it does. So let me see. Oh yeah, it got rid of some of that shine on the nose. Look at that. So let me see if I bump it all the way to like 70%. Wow, look at that. See that? Perfect. Okay. So that's as much as I would do right here for the face retouching right here. Like I wouldn't go into remove dark circles. Like she don't really have any of that. The eyes aren't really shown, but let me go and see what's in the eyes feature. Iris visibility, iris flare, redness removal, eye whitening. So let me just see if I can bump the whitening up a little bit. And then iris flare, let me see. So I got that. So let me go back to the, that was the retouching app. Let me see if I can go, where is the development? Okay, so let me go back into the development module. So now that I kind of got my stuff retouched, I just want to go in here and adjust how I would normally adjust in Lightroom, right? So I want to put some contrast in this, a little bit of contrast. I'm going to turn down my highlights a little bit, bump up my shadows. I'm going to bring these blacks down. And then I want to just kind of increase the exposure a little bit. And that's literally all I would do right there. And that's ready to go. That is ready to go. So let me show you kind of what the before and after looked like. So this was it. This was the image before. And this is the after the skin retouching. Look at that. Amazing. This definitely just changes the game here. Look at that. And I didn't even get into like the look at these different presets they have. Like I didn't even get into, you know, they have their own little presets. I just got it on the default, but the white balance I can change from, actually let me take the before and after off for the comparison. But this is nuts. This is really nuts. But that's it, man. This is ready to go. Got all my details in there. Like I wouldn't actually, man, let me just go back to this this blemish removal and let me just put it all the way to 100. Let's just get it all out, right? I don't think she really had no freckles, but let me just in case, let me put the freckles at about 46%. And this image is good to go, man. I would send this out. Now, normally, this would have took me about an hour of just going in and cleaning up the skin and doing all of these things, man. But this is ready to go. I'm liking it. So I'm good on the retouch. So now let me go back to my essentials. Let me see what some of this other stuff is. That's a crop. Canvas, essentials, retouch, reshape. Oh, they got a reshape button. Oh my goodness, look at this. Reshape, face slimming. So if I wanted to slim her face, like Alexandra's already in shape and all of that, but if this was somebody a little bit, you know, maybe they had the double chin effect or something and I wanted to slim the face, let me just see what it does. I just want to see it for my own. Look at that. Slim the face up. Definitely. I'm not going to keep that because I'm okay with Alexandra's face how it is. What else is this? Creative effects. Let's click this. Oh, so this was the thing I was anxious to do. So they have this thing called Studio Light. where basically you can add, let's say, artificial light where it's supposed to be. But look at this. So this, I think I shot this with my Canon 24 to 70 f2.8. So you already got some bokeh in the background. You can see it's super blurred out. But let me look at this. Light source settings. Let me see. Amount. Oh, look at that. Creating like a, wow, look at that. So that's the lighting from the palm trees that are hitting the body. Wow. And I could turn the brightness down. Wow, look at that. Interesting. So that's interesting. Studio light. Let's try portrait bokeh. So I can blur that out, I'm assuming, even more. So I went into this, I wanted to see the creative tab, man, and I went into this LUT. And I picked this Long Beach LUT. Look at that, man. Look at how cinematic that made this image look. So now that I kind of added that Long Beach LUT, what I would do is I would go back to my Develop tab, which is very similar to Lightroom, and I would just bump up the exposure a little bit, and that's perfect. That's ready to go. Like, I'm not doing nothing extra to this. The skin looks good. The colors look good. This is definitely a game changer. So I will send that just like that. And this usually would take me hours to create this. So let me just show you kind of where we started. This is what the image looked like before. And this is once we put that sauce on there. Look at that. Just the details. This is nuts. So shout out to Luminar for their new product, Aperty. I believe that you can pre-order it right now. So if you look in the description, I'll have a link there where you can pre-order this Aperty. But I think this changes everything. This will definitely change my workflow. I didn't even get into too detailed of like, hey, how you can copy the edits and paste them on new images. It's so many different opportunities with this software. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode, and let me know if this is something you would try. Do you hate editing? Do you outsource your editing? Will this help you with your workflow, man? I think it's a game changer. I'll see you guys on the next video.